Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigerian news. For those who subscribe, I want to say a big thank you to every one of you. We'll say God bless you, and if you're yet to do so, please kindly press the subscription button below. And now the news in details. I will not tolerate any more protests in Imo State, says Uzodinma. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has revealed that his administration would not tolerate any more protests in his state. The governor warned individuals and groups of persons sponsoring and inciting protests in the state to stop. He said he would no longer tolerate any more protests designed to destabilize the government activities and tamper with the peace of the state. Uzodinma's threat followed a series of protests and greeted the removal of Emeka Ihedioha as the governor of the state by the Supreme Court. Speaking when the National Union of Road Transport Workers and Joint National Association of Persons with Disability held solidarity rally for him at the government house in Owerri, the governor said that he had been tolerated enough destabilization from some disgruntled elements in the state. He warned that he would no longer fold his arms and watch any group under any guise trampled upon the peace of the state. He said, "My government will do all within its power, the ambit of the law, to maintain peace and order. Those who are engaging in this incessant protest must stop forthwith. I took an oath to maintain peace and protect the lives and properties of the citizens. I will not fail to deal with any group causing breach of the peace in the state." The governor reassured Imo citizens that his administration was for peace and service, ready to provide equal opportunities for the overall development of the state and as citizens regardless of cadres and status, as the government would not condone any act of marginalization or unruly attitude. He also assured the persons living with disabilities that they would not be marginalized against. "Whatever anybody can do, I am sure you can do it. You will be given equal opportunities. So I implore you to go on and be happy because this is your government," the governor said. The state chairman of NURTW, Comrade Izikuzo Okebaram, and his counterpart in the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, Bright Ikechukwu Uzoma, said they came to express their solidarity with the governor over his victory at the Supreme Court, describing it as an act of God and a bold step by the judiciary towards restoration of justice, as well as re-enactment of the supremacy of Nigerian Constitution. Wow, so guys, what do you think about this? Now the new governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, is now saying that he's not going to tolerate any more protests in Imo State. Now it shows that the new governor is actually using his power right now. And I believe the Imolite people should just take it like that. At least they have a new governor right now. This is what we are talking about in our in Nigerian government. The first leader upon common man. And now the Imolites, they don't want Uzodinma. But the government said this is what they want for the Imo State. So for now, there is nothing they can do about it. They should just move on. They should go with the flow with the present governor right now. If God says this is actually, this is what the Imolites want, you know. And I think it doesn't have to even go wrongly with the people protesting. This is human right, for God's sake. The Imolites can protest, can can speak up, can voice out, can say their mind. They have the right to protest. The governor doesn't even have the right to even stop the protest. Because come to think about this, somebody that has never even, she is just starting. Uzodinma is just starting his tenure, and now he's trying to say that he's not going to condone any protest in Imo State. You can imagine that. So it shows that he's actually using his power right now, the elected governor of the state. He doesn't even issue warning to us like that. And and a lot of Imolite are saying that the Emeka Hildoa doesn't really talk like that to them. And now this is a new tenure. They just have to take it like that, And that is what I can say about it, And they said that the protest must continue until you vacate Imo State government house, because you are not elected to govern Imo State, and you know that you can rant as much as you can, but at the end you must go. Why are you? I don't know why, because it's just so funny to hear that they enforce people and leaders that the common man doesn't really like, and that is not good. That is not a good thing. The Humanites, they don't want hope, Uzodinma. And now, they just have to do it. They don't have to take it like that. That's what I can say. And this person said that, why are you afraid of people protesting against your government? But because you are not the right person to be there, that is why you are not happy about it. Obviously, he is not happy about it because he is not the right person to be there. What do you expect? Because assuming he is the right person, he wouldn't be talking about not tolerating protest or not. He would have left them to do whatever they want to do. And I believe that the Imo State, Imolite, they have every right to protest the illegality that brought him to power. This guy is sitting on somebody else's post. And we all know that. But that is the power we are talking about in Nigeria. Nigerian leaders can do and undo. They will force and enforce and force and force. That is what Nigerian people do, Nigerian leaders. And may God help us in our country. They make sure they force somebody that we don't want to govern us. And that is what it has been like that years back. A lot of people like that. So it's just so sad to be hearing this, but there is nothing we can do as a common man. So guys, what do you think? Kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, I want to say a big thank you to every one of you. We say God bless you for subscribing. We appreciate you and thank you. Bye.